9/11. 9/11, my friends, doesn't compare to this channel and its metrics. It's not even close. 9/11 at least had some active viewers. My channel does not. But you know what? We're still here. We're queer on the PigCast, and it's a Thursday today. We're doing a hot live stream. I forgot which one was the last one. I'm starting to think it might have been Monday. But I'm trying to go for maybe 2 to 3 PigCasts a week just to keep the PigCast viewers satisfied. The PigCast viewer. Look at me sounding like somehow I have a competent show. We obviously have an action-packed show here today. Some hot topics. We're going to go through some things that some idiotic, retarded idiots, essentially, for lack of a better term, that just get my gears ground, just get me upset. That's kind of the theme when it comes to this. It's not really anything grounded in something that's going to benefit you in real life. It's mostly just me rambling and ranting and using it almost as a form of therapy. Although I have been going to some form of therapy or experiencing a form of therapy for the past couple weeks. I'm not a fan. But we'll get to that when we get to that. We have an action-packed episode. We're going to talk about street fights. We're talking about some other topics that we've gone about on previous episodes on how people just don't realize that we live in a society.
You know, we're living in a society.
We live in a society, right? So for some reason, the people that tend to stand out and get me the most upset are the ones that don't realize that we live in a society. We're going to talk about the pink sauce girl that made a comeback. And by comeback, I mean going broke. Also theft, an idiotic theft, and some more gym thoughts that think that, the world revolves around them. Now, quick update on the playing cards. If that's something that people tend to hear, even if you hear this after the fact. The playing cards. Right now, I got the proofs. Now, the proofs come in a digital form, and they're the things that I would approve, and then they go on to printing. Now, I asked for hard proofs, and those are coming to my residence momentarily. So, what that means is that when I get those hard proofs, I'm going to look them over, make sure everything is good, make sure everything looks decent, and then I'm going to sign that off for final approval, sign a contract, and then the cards are going to be manufactured. So, things are rolling. My friends, things are moving. People think, hey, I'm not going to hear about this. No, you're going to hear an obnoxious amount of updates from this guy. But in regards to the playing cards, what are your thoughts on JS Magic? I follow him on Instagram. I don't really have a lot of interaction with him, apart from a couple messages here and there. But he's doing street stuff, you know, the standard street. Really can't complain about how he's doing it, especially for, I think he's in New York. So compared to other New York-based magicians, like who's that other guy? I forgot what his name was. That he has the, that's hot. Whoever that guy was, Matthew Furman. It's better than that guy, but that's not really saying much. Now remember, these streams are the PigCast, right? So the theme of these streams are in regards to things that I find pressing around the world, things that are interesting to me, topics that are relevant to this guy that has 2 thumbs and loves blowjobs. They aren't necessarily magic related. Now, what I mean by that, this is a magic channel, as you know. I do tutorials, magic-based commentary. However, this is your time to take a breath and look at things outside of your little card tricks, of your thumb separation tricks, of your, in this case, I just got sent a trick. Let me see if I could even show it here. I got sent a trick by Chris James that should be coming out. I made a video on it, and he sent me some other cards. But that's not to say that we're not going to talk from time to time about things related to virginity, but I like to keep it a-magical. Meaning kind of asexual, really, even though most magicians don't really know. Let me just give myself... This isn't going to be a good one. I'm letting you know ahead of time. This is not going to be a good one for sure. A lot of times towards the end is when I make that assessment. Here from the very beginning, I'm letting you know that this is definitely not going to be a good stream. I just feel it. I've been tired all day for some reason. I have to go get blood work done tomorrow. I'm probably apprehensive about that. Not because of anything to do with apprehension for blood work, but because I have to go to the place. I have to sit. I have to wait. I have to deal with other people. Not necessarily a huge fan of that endeavor. So that might be it. But I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. This is going to be a pretty atrocious show. So I don't know where to start. I guess let's just start with this over here. Sorry, I should have a modicum of professionalism and prevent my phone from ringing right? But this right here is something that I saw. Now, when it comes to fights, right, you got to know your position. You got to put ego aside when it comes to you getting into some form of combat. You can't necessarily allow yourself to think, oh, I'm going to fight a bigger guy and I'm going to end up winning. That's not the way it works. There are weight classes for a reason, right? So when it comes to fighting professionally, you're not going to have a heavyweight fight a featherweight. That'd be a no contest. Even if the featherweight is the best featherweight in the planet and the heavyweight is the worst, still going to be dominated just because of body mass. And here is the exact same situation. However, I'm taken aback by the fact that this individual decided to actually start using wrestling moves. Now, I've always thought that wrestling moves were pretty impractical in fights. Not really, as we're going to see here. When it comes to this, there's, again, certain wrestling moves I think are more practical than others. You could tell, spoiler alert, belly-to-belly suplex, a power bomb, and a body slam. Now, a power bomb to do in a fight, you have to be fighting toddlers. There's no way that you could actually perform a power bomb unless you're actually fighting against somebody who is a midget or a toddler or somebody that's definitely my height. Diminutive. I don't even want to go, but imagine a car crash noise right here. And you can see the fight that takes place. One thing I look for when it comes to fights is the shoes. Shoes are a big one for me. If I see a homie wearing, good flat-footed regular sneakers, I know that he's about to throw down. If I see a guy wearing Crocs, I know he's about to get his ass whooped. Same thing with sandals and flip-flops. I know you're going to get decimated if you decide to get into a fight wearing Crocs. My goodness. There's no audio on this, unfortunately. However, you can see what's going on. Here's the belly-to-belly suplex. A good bump, by the way. Good bump. So let's just analyze this real quick. This guy does a kick, and then he comes in there, grabs him. Not really good technique. He's just yeeting him down. But the guy that gets slammed takes a really good back bump. And what I mean by that is, if you notice, he tucks his chin. So his chin is tucked into his chest. Now, he does whip back, which is inevitable in this particular case. But by tucking your chin, what you do is that you avoid hitting your head against the concrete, which is what you don't want. Because at that point, that's when homeboy decides to stomp with his all his weight on your person. And you don't want that. So this guy did a really good job taking this belly-to-belly suplex. And obviously, he snaps right back up. And this is just setting yourself up for failure. He decided to go for a takedown, probably a double leg. And this guy decides to visibly end his life. Let's just get to this right here. Lifts him up. All just strength. All brutal strength. Sorry, I want to analyze this, which is why I keep stopping it. But let's just watch this through in its entirety. Just brilliant strength. And here comes the body slam. Perfect technique on the body slam. Just yeets him down. The only thing that I would say is that when you want to body slam somebody, you got to make sure to tuck their head in yourself. You want to protect their head when you do a body slam, and he didn't do that. But this power bomb, look at the strength that this guy's putting dead weight. And usually when it comes to a power bomb, Jesus, I keep mistaking it. There's help here on the part of this guy. This guy usually helps you up. You do essentially a handstand on the upper part of his knees to help the guy out so that he's not lifting your entire dead weight. So he lifted his dead weight and kind of hit him with a side gut wrench. And here is just an immaculate body slam. And at that point, you could see when this guy gets up, he's just tired. He's not having it. And I would too if I just got 3 wrestling moves done to me in a row in a fight. I cannot imagine. Let me refresh this shit. My goodness. I have to use Chrome because that's what loads Twitter. So let's go back here and watch this one more time. It's just brilliant. He comes in for the kick. He hits him with the belly-to-belly, tucks his head in, hits him with the deadlift, gut-wrench powerbomb, just lands on his side. He tried to reverse it, but didn't help. And here comes a perfect body slam. And as homeboy gets up, you know that he's definitely going to be sore the next day. But again, look at the technique, right? He comes in, he slams him down, and he tucks his head in. He tucks his head in. He takes the bump. Now, he takes the bump on his lower back. You don't want to do that. But he does tuck his head in. So believe it or not, this guy is setting himself up for good defense. The small one is really good when it comes to his defenses. So I'm fairly impressed. I know the big guy. Obviously, you look at him and you wonder, "Whoa, dude! Hold your horses on this little guy. You're going too aggressive." But I'm very impressed with the little guy's ability to take punishment. Those aren't easy moves to take. I remember a fond moment where me and my brother were practicing power bombs in my mom's room, and we're practicing power bombs. And then we call in another brother to show him that we're doing this move, and we did it immaculately maybe 10 times. And then finally, when this other person comes in, he sets me up for the power bomb, lifts me up, and then this guy screams, "Hey!" And then as he screams, I get let go, and I drop right on my head, right under the bed, and we summarily get bitched at because we were performing wrestling moves, even though it went immaculate for the first 10. The last one, when they thought that maybe they were going to do something by reaching out and saving us, is when I land directly on my neck. But because I was a child, obviously nothing happened to me. That's a hot one. When are we getting morning shirtless right out of bed videos like Sankey did recently? Yeah, you're gonna get one of those, probably a live stream with me without a shirt. Maybe when I'm down to 140. I'm at 148 right now, all the way down from 170, 178, I want to say 179. I was weighing in England, but I'm down. So maybe when I have visible abs, I'll actually do a shirtless stream. So that way you could screen capture that and send it to any potential shotties. And by shotties, I mean girls with daddy issues. That's what you want.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
You want girls with daddy issues. So that's maybe when I do that, I'll probably do one of these live streams shirtless. I remember doing the Illusionist stream. Not a stream, a video for Illusionist. I reviewed when Brad decided to rebrand Illusionist, and I reviewed it without a shirt. And I looked at myself, and I look bloated. I look obese. I was looking at myself today. Look at the slimness of the face. I've lost a lot of weight in the face specifically, so you could tell. Don't look at the hairline. Try your best not to look at the hairline because it's pretty atrocious, especially slicked back like this. But the rest of it is getting slimmed down. It's getting toned down. So I might do one of those relatively soon. High kicks are also bad for street fighting. I agree. You need to be wearing just regular to your ankle sneakers. Some Nikes are a little bit hard to kind of maneuver in. Vans are great for street fights. You don't want sandals. The last thing you want is to get knocked out and your shoes go flying off. That's embarrassing. So you don't want that. So I would say a good Van, something that's close to the foot, flat-footed. You don't want that. Timbs are good, especially when you pumpkin head of fool, right? When you got a pumpkin head of fool by stepping on their head. Those are good for that particular endeavor if you ever watched American History X. Although that's a bitch move, to be honest. I hate that. Every time I watch a street fight and I see a brother stomp on a fool, I don't like that. The fight's over. Once one person is knocked out or they're incapacitated, that's it. There's no need to come in. There's no need to bum rush and do one of these, which you see a lot. You see one of these moves done a lot. I showed a video not so long ago about a brother bringing a stolen iMac down a very questionable street, and just have a bunch of people doing this move, doing this thing, punching with the side of their fists. Ill. And that sort of thing is what you want to avoid. What else here in the comments? This is how Piggy versus Danny would go. Yes, it would go the opposite. Although one thing that I wanted to record was him at his previous gig. They threw away a lot of boxes, and a lot of boxes with styrofoam. And one day when we went to the warehouse, I wanted to have a video of him choke slamming me on the actual things, like aggressively, and we never did that. I don't think I'll show my face then, which is why I probably didn't end up doing it. Where's the fight? All I see is a rag doll being played with by a giant fat man. Well, it is the start of a fight, so it starts at a fight. There is some conflict on both ends of the party, and it just ends with, I have to play the body slam one more time. It was so impressive. Just the technique, everything about it. Even the guy taking it. I just have to see this one more time. There's a power bomb on his side. Not really a flat back. Here's the body slam. This guy just decided to go, you know what? I watched too much Monday Night Raw. Let me just practice my moves on this fool. And here we have the guy encouraging him. The first one is a very, I wouldn't say it's a wrestling move. It's a belly to belly, but it's more of a yeeting, right? There's no technique there. It's just the byproduct of being the bigger fool. But let's get out of this so that we could continue this lovely show that we got going. What a good start. You know what? Screw it. I feel like I said that this wasn't going to be a good show. No, I'm already feeling better showing that particular fight footage. Let's see what else. I'm glad to see the Russian Genius is back. You should go on tour together. I don't know if that's possible considering he is in the other side of the planet, but we would definitely do a video. I think I'd be down for a video with Vladimir. That'd be a fun one. I wish we could do it in person because it would be great for him to convince me to try to take mushrooms. That'd be a fun topic for a video. Sorry if that was out of nowhere. No, I guess it's relevant because Russian Genius has started making content again. So it is a good thing that he's doing that. Now, I'm not sure as far as what he's going through. I remember a while ago he was moving around in Europe from place to place, and he was doing well. What I hated was when he would tell me how much he's paying for rent and how much space he's getting. And I'd be showing him what I got for what I'm paying. And it was incomparable what he was getting. He was getting essentially 3-bedroom houses for nothing, for peanuts, especially USD. Meanwhile, I'm out here getting one of these. Of course, I don't even know what I'm looking at because, of course, my screen decided to freeze. Did you talk about Ocean yet? Calling Clouds BS advertising, says Kirk. I have no idea what you're talking about. Calling Clouds BS advertising Ocean. Again, my virginity when it comes to these streams is dedicated to things that are going on around the planet. It's not magic stuff, right? Maybe I should have a dedicated magic show. Ew. Gosh, I should just do a magic channel for that, right? You get it? Maybe I should do a magic stream once a week. Will people be down for that? We talk specifically about magic stuff. I feel like I would need a partner for that one. Like a Craig Petty. I think we've had some good podcasts. We did 2 of them when Lloyd Barnes was here. And by the way, Lloyd didn't visit me. Just saying. Just Lloyd Barnes. He was down here in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, but it's a 30-minute drive. And he didn't visit me. So just a little bit of a pokey there. Not excited. But when I did the podcast with Craig Petty and we talked about magic stuff, we did talk about other things, but it was mostly a magic related stream or a podcast. That was fun. I think if I find somebody that's good, I would be down for a weekly podcast with him talking specifically about magic, even though and one thing I hate talking about is magic. Maybe Peter. Oh, I don't think Peter would be down to talk about magic tricks. He's too busy to talk about that for once a week. But I'm trying to think as to who. Although if you recorded our conversations, that'd be a very interesting dialogue. Our conversations, me and Peter. It'd be a very odd sort of mishmash of topics. But people might have interest in that. Unbiased Trounced Ocean. I have no idea what Ocean is. You got to explain it to me. Although if Unbiased trounced it, then there's probably some merit behind it. There's probably some merit, something good about it. R.I.P. Terry Funk. Yes, we got to say, we got to pour one out for the homie. Terry Funk passed away. Terry Funk from wrestling fame. I'm surprised that he didn't do any more run-ins this past year, even though he was ailing and getting old. I did see him on a couple interviews looking old as fuck, but I thought, whatever, he still got it. He still looks good for his age. No, he's dead. I believe 70-something. I forgot what age, 79, maybe? I know he's up there. He was doing backflips at 52 years old off of balconies. So he was doing moonsaults off of balconies, way into when anybody should be doing backflips at any point. Free choice is claimed in the ad. It's a force. Ocean, says Kirk. I might look into that. Again, maybe for a magic stream, a dedicated magic stream. Who knows? Maybe Sunday. No, Sunday's a wrestling pay-per-view. Maybe after the wrestling pay-per-view, I might do an entire stream dedicated to just magic. Ugh. But again, let me know who you guys think I should reach out to do that. Honestly, like not speaking in any sort of way. I know that there is some interest in a magic channel to talk about magic tricks. So if there's anybody that you would like to see in particular, me reach out and see if they like to be in a podcast with Old Piggy, let me know. I think that'd be an interesting endeavor. And then, of course, that. So I guess the next topic here is something that we already talked about a while ago, which is this shoddy. This shoddy being the pink sauce girl. If you don't remember, she put out a sauce without thinking that the FDA would need to approve her product. I believe Walmart started selling it, which lets me know that she's terrible with money, because that means that she had to have sold her product to Walmart. I'm sure it doesn't cost a lot, the manufacturing. She's selling a food product. The packaging probably doesn't cost a lot either. And she's broke. She did a GoFundMe. According to this particular website, let's take a look at them. Pink Sauce Creator starts a GoFundMe after going completely broke. I don't know how you do that. Let's assume you lost money doing this, or you lost some cash. I can't imagine if she started selling this at Walmart that she had a complete and total loss of her wealth, unless she threw everything she had in this. But it seems like she was very successful in her endeavor. Pink Sauce Creator says she lives on $20 a day. $20 a day, that's not terrible to live on. I go for weeks without spending a single dollar, so I don't get what the point is. You just got to be smart about what you buy, what groceries you get, your rent. You got to be a little bit smart about that. As a young entrepreneur, I followed my intuition and went forth in my dreams to create something new. I made a few mistakes, which led me to trust a company that's trying to take everything away from me. They lied to me. So lots of me. I'd love to know what's actually going on here. Her fundraiser set to $100,000. A little bit, I would say, pushy in terms of what you're looking for here. What else? Karma sucks, huh? Because she was cunty, to be fair, when it came to her and her product. She was very shitty with people that had legitimate concerns about her product, which were in regards to its ability to maintain its life stored on a shelf. I've been silenced and financially sabotaged. So if she did sign on something, I figured that she probably didn't do her due diligence and read it through in the presence of a lawyer. If she did sign something, I got fucked on. But I don't get it. I think that this is obviously an attempt at a cash grab, and I don't believe it. Especially for $100,000. My goodness, that is way too much money. What are you asking for, essentially? Now, this is the actual campaign, $900 raised out of $100,000. I can't even imagine what it would take for somebody to come in and donate to that. Oof. Especially the way she was so cunty with everybody. No, thank you. But I just found that a little bit interesting, especially after Walmart took it up. She also sold it herself, and the sales were doing very good. So I don't get how you could get to that point unless you were doing the BLM, where you just frivolously spend money on things that you don't need, that aren't, services for the communities that you promised to donate back to. Things like that. I feel like you have to have been trying and attempting to spend money in ways that weren't productive to go from a highly successful product to $0 or $20 a day. There's no way. I feel like there has to be something that she's not saying. Once a month magic stream, best and worst trick. You need a good straight man. That's funny. Reach out to Anna D. Oh, man. If I reach out to Anna D, it's not going to be for magic tricks. It's going to be for a lot of other things. I keep seeing. Here's a challenge. Find a picture that Anna has posted that I haven't liked. It's impossible. I like all of them. Fuck. Let me just give myself a car crash for simping excessively. Fuck. Let's see. Maybe Xavier or some other Canadian would be down to stream with you. I don't think Ramsey, if you're implying that, unless maybe you're talking about Alex or Eric, but I'm not sure. I think they have also pretty busy schedules. But maybe it's just once, twice, every 2 weeks, I think would be a good magic stream or a good podcast. Once a week, maybe would be a better one to have a dedicated magic podcast where talk about actual magic and people that are within my space might actually watch it, as opposed to me bitching and moaning about pink sauce, about this bitch that got broke selling pink sauce, which I don't believe. I don't believe that for a fraction of a second. Once a month magic show, best of worst, but also the most disingenuous advertising. Well, that was my favorite part about the show that I did with Craig Petty, which was in regards to the certain magic products that were coming out, and we would talk about them and then have our reactions live without ever hearing about the product. I thought that was a very novel idea, but I would have to get through. I'm trying to pitch a product to him, by the way. I'm trying to pitch something to Craig, and I think people are going to have fun with it, but we'll see how that goes. Personally, I wouldn't have children that young when you're still fighting out for yourself and career stuff. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I agree. Although I do think you should put more babies out there. That's definitely a good thing. Put more babies out. We have less babies than we should. Babies are cute. Yes, they poop. And they're gross for a couple years, but they're still great. They're funny. So I do agree with half of that. Let's see what else here. Oil? I don't know what I meant by oil, unless I'm referring to a topic that is in reference to a TikTok video. Oh, that's the main subject of today's video, which I don't want to get into necessarily. Theft and gym. Do I have any ones from Twitter so I could X this out? The reason I say that is because what I want is to be able to X out X or Twitter. So I'm not on Chrome. Sucking up my precious resources for my computer. Now, one thing that I'm waiting for, though, is that Trump mugshot, which should be coming out by 8 o'clock or 7:30 today. So I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it, to seeing what he actually does for the mugshot, which should be coming out during the stream. So we'll see if it actually comes out live. If you guys happen to catch it and it comes out early, let me know, because I definitely want to check it out. But I guess let's just get into this. This is a related topic to the actual main one, which is oil. Or no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to call an audible here. We're going to do it about this theft, Harry Potter, and the audacity of this fool, of this dude right here. Now, every time I get into an Uber, I tend to conversate with the individual. If there's a Lyft, I like to talk. If the guy doesn't talk or initiate, I don't bother. Sometimes, a lot of times here, they don't necessarily speak English, and my Spanish is not the best, so I don't want to have to speak my broken, shitty Spanish going, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Estás bien? Oh, mira eso. Dale, coño, mira, cojones. No, eso es una mierda, chico. Una mierda, you know, my very broken shit Cuban Spanish. But the last time that I was in a Lyft, he was talking to me about the fact that he had cologne in his back seat and somebody stole it. Fuck you. Why would you do that? You're such an asshole. If you walk into somebody's car, you see something and you take it. It's not your car. It's not your thing. Stop it. Fuck. Be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
Listen to two thieves. So be better, right, when it comes to that. And this guy told me that somebody stole his cologne. I actually pointed out the exact cologne he had based on the description of the bottle, which lets me know my virginity. It lets you know my virginity. Speaking of Peter, by the way, Peter, he found a cologne account that I have on TikTok, and he made fun of me for doing magic tricks while reviewing colognes. So that was a funny little bit of byplay. But my cologne virginity is pretty deep. However, the point is that he told me that somebody stole his cologne from the back of his car, which is just a brazen, shitty crime. And this I don't get. So this is another one here. The calmness here is too much. Uber passenger steals my iPad but forgets his phone in my back seat. So we have a video. You could read the caption, obviously. This guy seems to be waiting for the transaction. And look at this. Look at this shit. So that's his phone.
There you go. All right, thank you. We're done. Thank you. All right, thank you, man.
We're done. Look at the scum piece of shit. Now, this guy, obviously, I'm basing this off a TikTok video. There could be context here, or this could be entirely fake. But fuck you. Look at this. So this is little stupid phone. First of all, I'm already annoyed at his little fucking... I'm really refraining from saying what I want to here. But look at his little fucking phone case with a little... Oh, is it a spaceman? With a little perforated camera things. Just get a regular phone case. Look at that, a clear phone case. Is that so hard to do? Fuck, sorry, let me reset my video drivers here. Fuck you and your little stupid spaceman phone case. And then on top of that, just look at the type of person we're dealing with here. Just look at this scum. This piece of shit. Steals my iPad. So stole this guy's iPad. I assume he had an iPad in the back of the car for whatever reason. I've seen a lot of people do this where they have the little screens that tell you facts about them, whatever. That's your prerogative. Maybe to leave a tip. I've also seen that. But this guy brazenly stole. There's no way you steal an iPad like that by accident. You didn't think it was your iPad.
Yeah. We're done.
And he says, we're done? We're done. That's what he says. This guy's the one that's in power in this situation. He gets him back his little zesty fucking phone.
All right, thank you.
And then we're done.
We're done.
Nobody. In this scenario, my intrusive thoughts would take over. My intrusive thoughts would take over in this particular scenario. I wouldn't be well if somebody stole my... And then especially you left your phone, you idiot. You left your phone. My goodness, I would love to see the transactions or the messages between him and the driver. Let's see if there's any updates here. Karan explores. Is there anything? No, I imagine he would have pinned it if that was the case. Unfortunately, that's the case when it comes to a lot of these accounts. They just post it, and that's about it. Now, is this a he, him? Okay, before I start defending him. He is from San Fran, though, which does have some downsides, or a lot of downsides, rather. But that sucks when there's no update. I would have loved to have seen some sort of updates in regards to that tale. But no thank you. You're going to get an earful about that. I remember in particular, I was going to make a video about a friend of mine because my friend is always late to things. And I was recruiting a lot of people for this. So I was recruiting a lot of people and his friends. I got his ex-girlfriend on board. And I was going to make an entire documentary on him for being late, and it was going to be great. I was going to shoot it like a Netflix style thing, and I was getting interviews lined up, dates set up with people, and I had everything laid out perfectly. And I told my brother, and I tell him, hey man, do you want to be a part of this video? Do you want to be a part of this documentary? It's on how this person's always late, and you'd be great. You know, you guys have gone to the gym and whatever. And he goes, yeah, I'd love. It turns out my brother snitched on me to my friend and told him that I was working on this video, and I lost my shit. We were picking him up to go to a baseball game, and as we're driving by him to pick him up, I'm just berating him, just going, what are you ruining my shit? I just drive by assaulted this guy with all my intrusive thoughts. And it'd be the same with this. I guess I wanted to show you or relay that story just to let you know as to what would happen with this. I wouldn't resort to violence, but I definitely let him get an earful. I just like fucking fat, triple-necked idiot stealing phones. Oh, theft of any kind. You're an idiot. It's such a poor mentality to steal something that doesn't belong to you. Fuck. Look at this and his stupid little face with his little fucking zip up. His stupid little zip up. What is that, a purse? Is that a purse? What's he have, a towel? A little beach towel? Let's try to analyze this fucking loser idiot with his spaceman iPhone. I can't. So he gets his iPad. Fucking, I hate that the camera work here is atrocious. We're done with his little stupid purse. And his fucking 3-day beard on his 8 chin. He looks like Darkside Phil. And he has an umbrella. A little fucking umbrella. Fuck him. Let's see. Well, actually, you could see more. Oh. Look at what is this? And it's... Oh, God. I didn't even see the entirety of the fit. Look at the neon green construction man shoes. Just a fluorescent cone, the cone in the middle of the highway at 2 o'clock in the morning, his little fucking purse, the self-righteous waddle, are those cargo pants? I can't even with this fucking idiots. Oh, God. Fuck, I didn't even see the end of the video, but that just gets me even worse. Theft of any kind. If you're I was going to say stealing. I guess I was still a Freudian slip there after seeing that guy in his zest. Ugh. Let's look at some comments here. Magic Buzz says Trump will run with Vivek as his VP and they will off Trump and blame the Russians. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not agreeing with it. But I'm certainly not disagreeing with that. With Craig Petty and Lloyd Barnes, is there every new trick that comes out with the decree, the best trick of the year or everything? It's tiring. I haven't heard that in particular, but I know that when I was on with Craig, we definitely opened up a couple assholes when it came to some tricks, especially the grandma's beads and all those stuff. Oh, God. Remember the movie Idiocracy? Remember the movie Idiocracy movie? It's that type of level of dumb. I agree. He looks like Asian Patton Oswalt, yes, but he didn't kill his wife. Asian Patton Oswalt says Magic Buzz. That's great. Piggy, calm down. You don't even know how to fire or own a weapon. You're a 5 foot, 160-pound man, 150-pound man. All right, and I could hold my own in a fight. So one thing that I do have is heart. So you're not going to take me down. You're not going to have me get down and not try my best to go up and try to end a fight or run away if I know that I definitely cannot do anything, which is also the more intelligent. You don't want conflict. They tell you this. Even people that are essentially well trained in martial arts, they say you don't want conflict. You want to escape from the situation. So I can hold my own, honey. Let's see what else here. Hungry and Hungover says stealing an iPad for revenge on Apple's slave-like work condition overseas is not a crime. It was a political statement. Biden 2024. Now in this case, I guess you could be making a statement against the man if you steal an iPad from an Apple store, right? Which is idiotic, by the way, because they'll just blacklist it and you could only sell it for $20 to Brazil. So, but if you steal it from some other guy, especially an Uber, with your little fucking stupid purse, your little annoying carry-on, look at that. Oh, it's like what are those things called? The tote bags. This guy has like a canvas tote bag, and it's stupid. Just fluorescent shoes. The pants dragging. Roll them up. Take it from a short guy. Roll up your pants, buddy. Oh, God. I can't even. That might be the most aggravating video of the year to me. Just the whole self-righteous, retarded theft. Oh. Nice. Congratulations. 150. Really trimming down. I know. I'm kind of proud of myself. I kind of cut a lot of weights, as I mentioned earlier in the stream. 179. 178 in England in the beginning of the year, all the way to that. Now, your boy's slimming. I'm slimming up. I could fit in pants that I couldn't fit in before. And I could definitely fit in some bitches' pants, if you know what I mean. I know a lot about you. Like why you're watching this ad. And it's specifically because you've looked up magic tricks. Well, hey there, my name's PigCake, and I've been doing magic trick tutorials on YouTube for the better part of 6 years. And I'm here to tell you about the PigCake Magic Academy with over 1,200 videos already uploaded, designed to make you an expert magician. You get access to all the content the moment you sign up, and I'm uploading every single week. As a matter of fact, I uploaded a video today. Just look at that list of moves, tricks, ideas that you're gonna get access to the moment you sign up. It doesn't end. As a matter of fact, I could stop talking completely, and the list is still gonna keep going. Just look. So check it out, the PigCake Magic Academy. The link is going to be below. I go with you, but I'm stuck in this video. But I'll wait for you to go ahead and click it. Go ahead, you know you want to. I really can't wait till my hair gets back to that length. Even though I have been doing this no shampoo trend. And I have noticed a lot of benefit to my hair. It feels thicker. There's more voluminous. I feel stronger. I'm losing less hair. There's a lot of merit to it. I still put coconut oil and rosemary oil, water on my hair every day. But still, unbelievable. I scrape it with a little scraper and then make sure to wet it. So I'm really selling as to the benefits of the no shampoo movement. I haven't even put conditioner in my hair and it doesn't smell. I obviously rinse it and wash it in the shower, but I'm not using shampoo. Shampoo's a scam. I'm starting to be one of those people. Deodorant's not a scam. Don't get me wrong. I know there are certain people that swear by not putting on deodorant and go, oh no, you don't smell it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can't smell yourself. But I could definitely smell you. So as far as that, PigCake Magic Academy, as I've mentioned before, free trial. You have the ability to check out a 7-day free trial for the Card and Coin Academy section. If you want to check that out, look at the link in the description section below. Also, the lecture notes, which have come out a couple weeks ago. Doing great. I'm happy with people checking them out so far. And I'm working on a book that I'm technically done with. I'm just waiting for a forward by Peter Turner, and that book should be out by next week. It's called The View from Down Here. I'm going to be selling it on Patreon. Now, quick little bit, you don't have to join the PigCake Academy to buy the book on Patreon. So what that means is that you could just sign up on Patreon. You don't have to pay anything. You can just get the book and be good to go. Another thing is that I'm putting out a newsletter on Patreon. So if you are part of my email newsletter list, per se, I'm slowly navigating that away from email and putting it into Patreon. So what that means is that, again, you could sign up for Patreon. It doesn't cost you anything, and get access to my newsletters. I just put out one, I believe, yesterday. As a matter of fact, let's check this habitch out. I have to go back to Chrome. Has to drain me from my features, or drain me from my resources on my computer, because I idiotically decided to plug in a stick or a hub from... what do you call this? 5 Below, and my computer blew up. So I'm running this off of an external hard drive. And I've noticed my computer a little bit slower because of that. So this is the sort of stuff. I put out a newsletter. I send this out via email. Let me see if there's no incriminating information on this. Nope. Okay, so let me smoothly transition. So you could join, there's no cost, and you get access to my newsletter where I talk about things. In this case, this was in regards to a post that I saw on Facebook, Magicians Only, where this guy puts the question, is it possible to love magicians, or love magic and despise magicians? Yes. So let me show you what that looks like real quick, because again, your boy's here trying to shill. Pigcake.com or patreon.com/pigcake with 2 E's, I believe is the actual page itself. I hate that I put PigCake with 2 E's, but that was to be consistent with my Twitter. So let me go to PigCake with 2 E's and show you what I'm talking about. Of course, I'm blind, right? So I can't see what I'm fucking typing. I hope this is it. So let's smoothly transition there to show you what it looks like. So when you go to the page, you could join for free. You don't have to put anything in there in particular or join the academy. You could also start a 7-day free trial. Check it out, see if it's worth your time. And look at that. Look, this should be eradicated. I'm an idiot for this, but I have it there, and you get access to a lot of videos for $1 a month. That's stupid. I was thinking of taking it out just because I'm losing money and time putting it, but I'm retarded. So that is my shilling for this. Yo, I can't wait for that book. Got me feeling pigger-rich with all these resources. That's great, especially talking about the what do you call this? The lecture notes there. I'm focusing more on writing. I'm having a fun time doing it. I spent all this month working pretty much till maybe 3, 4 in the morning on that book. And I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. A lot of tricks there, a lot of fun little routines. So I hope people enjoy that. Let's see here. Jason Heiss says, how's the view from down here? I guess I mentioned that. Gutbuster Mike, I really hope you enjoy the book. I have longer hair and I hate it now. Drying it takes forever. I don't know how you manage that Masvidal mane. I want to shave my head every day. It is to maintain long hair. It is a fucking annoyance. And I was shampooing once a week. I was conditioning every day. However, when I went to England, my hair was so dry. It's pathetic. If you see the video that they took of me or of them cutting my hair, it was brittle. My hair was disgusting. I looked like an old lady that's never done anything to her hair. But I guess the lack of humidity in the air, as well as the fact that I didn't have the oils that I would naturally or normally put on it, were really fucked me up in England. So they did cut it off. But in regards to this, you have to stomach through it. I believe in the no shampoo method. And when I grow my hair out long, which I'm attempting to do, I'm still going to abide by that. So I'll let you know as a person with long hair. How long till your hair starts being oily in the no shampoo method? About a month. About a month. I think I'm in it about 2 months. And I've noticed that in the first week and the first 2 weeks it was very oily, but now it's no longer that. Are you going to be signing your books? Yeah, they're PDFs. These first couple ones, I want to have ebooks. I know that it doesn't necessarily cost a lot when it comes to manufacturing books these days, but it's still going to incur another cost, and I want to keep these relatively cheap. My mentality is lower price, higher volume, as opposed to high price, low volume. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm retarded when it comes to anything business, but for this, it's definitely lower cost to everyone if I just have these first being ebooks, even though that could be rife for piracy. But as long as people get their hands on them, I really don't care. Are you going to e-sign your books? Maybe. I'll e-sign it. I'll just put my signature, the same signature when I have to send it to my accountant to send my documentation to the IRS. I'm going to put that so you could copy and paste that and forge checks under my fucking name. My goodness. But I do want to have physical books. I did get John Kerry's book not so long ago. And there goes my tripod. And I love this, man, the physicality of it. You could reach out, you could pig it. You could pick it up. You know, it's something tangible. Although I do like the idea of having 100 books in this space or in this space. I prefer that. But something like this that I would say it's analog, I really would enjoy that in particular down the line. But for the time being, I want to focus on making these deck or shipping this deck out, and I want to focus on these ebooks, having these online books. This one, I believe the next one, I have two other ones planned, but the first set, I just wanted to have a lecture notes to kind of get people tasting as to what piggy writing is like, and then this one is a more legitimate, just here's some tricks, hope you enjoy, some essays, and some routines. Let's go through here. The last page of your book has to be blank except for Nancy Pelosi and insider trading jokes to put a proper piggy ending to it. Well, on the last live stream, I didn't finish the book, or I haven't finished the book by then, and Corn Pop came in, and Corn Pop is somebody that watches my streams, and he said, "Hey man, dedicate the book to me." So the last page says to Corn Pop. Actually, no, the last page is page, I think, I know it might be to Corn Pop. So that's what the last page says, which I think is a lot funnier because I'm dedicating the end of the book, or the book rather, to somebody just because they made a mention of it in the live stream, just a random person. I think that's a funny bit. Let's see here. Retention clip vanish worth learning. Piggy, retention clip vanish. I'm not necessarily familiar. This has really been a virgin-y stream. We should save this to the magic live stream, maybe this Sunday. An entire stream dedicated to talking about specific magic tricks. But if you're talking about the retention clip vanish, are you talking about when you kind of clip it on your finger as you do the vanish, if that's what you're talking about? It's not a bad one, but definitely not practical in real life. I'm bringing up Nancy Pelosi, but why are you attracted to her rack? She's like 100. I'm not attracted to a rack. I would say Nancy Pelosi, back in her day, she could get it. She was, not great, but not ugly. But she does have, you can't deny that she has big honkers. Like, that's a fact. It's an objective fact that she has rotund boobies. Not to say that I would do anything with them now. She's atrocious, both inside and outside. I'll never forget that little, when she's tearing up the paper and whatever State of the Union, just to make sure she could tear it up because her bones are so brittle from stealing money for 50 years. It's Kaufman's version of David Roth's retention pass position. I'm not familiar with that. You got to remind me as to where it is. I know I was looking through my old stuff of fucking my ancient hard drive of shit, and one of them was, I believe, a Coin Magic book by Richard Kaufman. So I have to look that up. But I do remember seeing that forever ago, years and years and years ago. I found Chris Angel's book at a Goodwill today, autographed by Chris. Megan enjoyed the book. She did not. Damn. That sucks, dude. Because there's no way you got anything from that other than you just wanted to get rid of a book. You didn't want something that takes up no space in your house, even though Chris Angel signed it for you. Fuck. Maybe write it in ink so you can only see it with a UV light. Yeah, I'll bust out my Illusionist UV ink pen that I use to check out hotel rooms before I take questionable girls. Sorry, motel rooms. Speaking of questionable girls, this right here, the last two videos are from Joey Swoll, and they're the same sort of topic as something we talked about previously. This one is just to kind of get your taster for the last one, which just got me again aggravated. This guy in particular thinks he's the main character.
Dumb, these guys kept staring at me.
Also, squats on a Smith machine. No, I'm sorry. Listen, I'll listen to you with bench press on a Smith machine, just because you get that form right. And then when it comes to this, part of the strength and fun of a squat is that you want to free bar it. You want to have it there and you want to control it. And that's part of it. That sort of control of the squat is part of the movement. If you're eliminating that with a Smith machine, that's 99% of the squat. Not 99% of the squat, but that's maybe 30% of the squat that you're missing out on just by using the Smith machine. Ill. Now, again, some people really shit on the Smith machine. I'm a fan of it for certain things. Benching, I think, is great, especially if you're trying to do a certain movement. If you're trying to push off and maybe you want a little bit of help and you don't necessarily want to worry about the bar moving, that would be another help. Although it does help to free bar it as well. But depends on what you're trying to get. What you're trying to target is what I'm going to get at there. But as a squat, no, be better.
Trying to work out, and these guys kept staring at me.
Nobody's staring at me.
Yo, so if I'm trying to work out, and it's leg day.
In my city, boy, I got
It always be the off-brand
cow, body a perk, knew that it worked. I've been fucking it hoe.
I don't know what you're looking at, but all I see in the background is two guys working really hard. You even zoom in on them. They are not looking at you. But it brings up a couple good points. One, if you're going to film at the gym, to post on social media for the entire internet to see, how can you get upset if two people look at you in real life while you're filming? That doesn't make sense.
You know you fucked up when you see Joey Swole. Here, in this case, you can't really see it, but on other videos, you see the Joey Swole above his name because usually stitch the video as they do on TikTok. You know you fucked up. This guy is the sweetest guy on the planet. He's just out here trying to get people to better their behavior in gyms. So you know you fucked up when you got this. I mean, obviously he looks like he could crush you, but he's my height. Just a sweetheart. Every time you see him talk, the time he takes whenever you see a fan approach him is just so kind. And he's always spewing, wholesomeness and positivity, especially when it comes to fitness and working out. And these guys just come into the gym thinking that they're the main character. Oh, today's leg day, and nobody's staring at you. Nobody cares. The only thing they care about is, oh, okay, great, look, it's another fucking idiot recording himself. And why would you even bother? Why would you care so much if you're recording them? You're recording them, so you have nothing to say. If they happen to be looking at you, so what? You're recording them. You're putting them in your video. So that alone should be enough for you to not even give a shit if they're fucking obviously staring at you. But Joey Swole goes on to essentially eviscerate him with the kindest words. That dude just wants attention. I hope nobody felt special when I look at them at the gym. I'd be staring at everyone. Yeah, I agree. But you know you done goofed when you fucked up by having Joey Swole stitch your video. But that was just the aperitif. That was the appetizer to the main course. The main course being fucking annoyance of these people that think they're the main character of wherever they go. Usually it's at the gym. The recording has to stop. That whole culture of recording yourself at the gym, it's idiotic. It's stupid. If you want to check your form, okay, whatever. I'll give you that. But there's the mirror. Check your form out in the mirror. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Not this fucking, I'm going to record it, post it, and then bitch like this last person did. Although she's very hot. I'll give her that. Not very hot, but her body is, I would eat her butt. Comments here. You got to train your stabilizer muscles. PigCake's right against is Michael Lawrence. There you go. Right? Especially when it comes to squats. That's why I like kettlebells. For kettlebells, you really have to, especially you're doing snatches. I like to do these squats where you have your hand up, you have the kettle in your hand, and you do squats. So that way you have to control everything. Same thing with deadlifts, or they're called suitcase deadlifts. So you're doing it with one, and you're stabilizing your entire body. And that works out muscles that you're not usually working out before. Same thing with, they're called farmer's carries. But usually people do them with two weights. You got to do it with one. So you do it with one and you stay erect, and your body is out here having to engage muscles that it wouldn't usually because you're out of proportion. One thing that I tried doing for a little bit, I'm not a fan of doing it anymore, not for to give you some gym advice, really looking at me, but it's to have, you have the bar and you have mismatched weights. So you might have like a 10 and or a 15 and a 25, right? So you have 15 and 25. So then when you carry it up, you have to balance that. And now you're engaging other muscles, and then obviously you want to switch sides, but that way you're working out more stuff than you would ordinarily. Now, I'm not saying that's the case for everything, but for certain exercises, it works really well. Poo or no poo? You're going to need a Copperfield hairpiece eventually. Yeah, when my island over here decides to recede to the back, I'll just shave it all off at that point. The funniest main character video is a YouTube short from a guy trying to learn how to juggle, and he thinks he's an anime character. He falls at the end. Ill. I do squats at the Smith. Keeps my knees from hurting. That is another one, I guess, another reason why you want to prevent any sort of excess movement to the knees. Free weights do tend to fuck that up, but that's a legitimate reason. This guy, I don't think so. I think he was just trying to cheat the system there by using the Smith. And if you can and don't have bad knees, then definitely try to do it free. Fruit Loops has some hubris here. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You said it.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
Hey, boy. Even Michael J. Fox could do squats without the Smith machine. That guy's dad should go back to the future and get a vasectomy. Boy, that is worthy of the pin of glory. Because there's so many layers to unpack there. So many layers. Michael J. Fox could go back, could do squats without the Smith machine. You got, that guy's dad should go back to the future. You see that? Layers. It's like an onion post. Do you perform any shows coming up? Rich Bowman. I don't perform. I just do it as an amateur. I like to, as I've mentioned before, whenever it comes to magic, I get my jollies off, mostly coming up with stuff, solving puzzles. So when it comes to having a solution to a problem and figuring out easy methods, that's what gets my jollies off. Performing doesn't really do it for me. I know a lot of people get their rocks off doing tricks and going down that route. I'm not a huge fan, but if I do have an opportunity to road test something, I'll definitely do it. Whether that's a trick that I'm putting somewhere or on the academy, if I have an opportunity to do it, then by all means, yes. But I don't do shows personally. And I'm on a roll lately. I should stop drinking more often, or maybe manage when you drink. That's better. You don't want to be drinking every day. You treat it like a treat. There's a TikTok video that I saw recently about a guy that he's stopping smoking, and he's I guess a doctor, and he's saying you gotta have to think of what's your reward. What's my reward gonna be for stopping smoking? What's your reward? How about no lung cancer? How about that one? Is that a good enough reward for you? Reward. And he's holding a bowl of ice cream, and he's like, sometimes you gotta give yourself little treats to reinforce your. No, you don't. Just stop it. Just be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
Although I've never had to, maybe caffeine is one that I've stopped. I haven't had any caffeine in 3 months, maybe 2.5 months, and I stopped cold turkey. And I was someone that consumed caffeine regularly, a lot of it. So to go from 0 to cold turkey, you just have a little bit of withdrawals and then you stop. I figure it's very similar with cigarettes. But I guess that leads into the last topic here, which is this bitch right here. Oh, again, you fucked up when you are on a Joey Swole video and you're not even at the gym. You're not even at the gym. That's when you know you done goofed. Again, let's ignore the attractiveness here aside. Also, I like the shoes, the pants. I'm a fan of the whole thing.
Can't check my oil without being bombarded.
Car good?
What is even that?
Car alright?
Yeah, it's just oil.
Gas.
Can't check my oil without being bombarded.
You fucking
Where?
tell her, Joey.
You say this man is bombarding you as if he's harassing you, but all I see is a gentleman that's being kind and offering to see if you need help.
Exactly the point. Now we could see the video. She's obviously after the gym. She's checking out her oil. Can't check my oil without being bombarded. Now again, let's take a step back here. Why are you recording yourself? Why are you recording yourself fucking checking your oil? What, as if you're going to post that on fucking Instagram? You were going to post it and then some guy said, hey, you need help? Which, by the way, I've been offered help before. My motorcycle lost power a little while ago. And, people offered, hey, man, you mind if I'm like, oh, no, I already called a friend. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. No biggie. Women asked. Men asked. So there's no sort of thing here unless, again, we tie back to what I was talking about in the last live stream. If you think like a victim, you're going to act like a victim. So if you're thinking, I'm a victim, you're going to be a victim. Or you're going to think you're a victim. Or that's fucking retarded. That was retarded. If you go throughout your day and everything is something that's going to affect you, whether that's, in this case, her. This guy's asking her nicely, saying, hey, do you need help? And she sees that as an attack on her. You're going to find so many of those throughout your entire day. I said that in the last live stream, that a good experiment to do is to go through your day pretending like everything is done on purpose. So if somebody cuts you off, say it was done because of how you look. If, somebody maybe takes the basket when you go to a grocery store, it's because they did it intentionally, because they saw that you're a weak person. Same thing with this. Oh, this guy asked her for help. It's because he wants to fuck me. No, maybe he just wanted to help. Maybe he just wanted to do a little bit of help. Let's see this. Maybe you should stop riding. Oh, you ride a motorcycle in Southeast Florida. You are fearless. Southwest Florida, Miami to be specific, which is, I would say retarded. I mentioned this before. I was hit by a car a couple years ago. That was a fun experience, but it is dumb. And if I don't have 3 almost collisions every time I ride my bike, I'm wondering what's going on. That's when things are suspicious. The level of stupidity, the ego to think that the main character is funny. It's not an anime or a movie. Yeah, I agree, especially in this case. Where this shoddy with their Audi, oh God, you overpaid for a fucking
Can't
Audi.
check my oil without being bombarded.
And then bombarded. The language here. Without being bombarded by what? And of course, Joey Swole comes in and eviscerates her. But this sort of attitude, this filming, I hate this. This wasn't present in the 90s. And I say this as an old man yelling at the clouds. If there's an incident taking place, this right here wasn't a thing. Wait, what? Bray Wyatt died? What? No way. Bray Wyatt? What the fuck? What happened to him? Holy shit. Mike Rotunda, who informed us of the tragic news of our WWE family member. I'm getting messages. That's funny. That's the virginity here. Bray Wyatt. Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed away. Hey, yo, that is fucked. God damn. And he just came back too. He was doing shit well. He's a champion. How the fuck? He's a young guy too. Had to have been in his, 30s? Shit, boy. Bray fucking Wyatt. Oh, God. A lot of virginity. I'm sorry about that. But, when a young guy like that passes away, and especially hearing about his, what do you call it? Miami's in Southeast Florida. Is it South? Yeah, it is Southeast. You're right. I'm an idiot. But, whoa. God, what a bummer. Right? That kind of throws you off. And yeah, it is some guy that you didn't know, but you watched him and, saw his course throughout the years. Fuck. Died suddenly, says Magic Buzz. His brother just debuted in AEW. Damn, that's young. I don't know how young the guy is, but still, he had to be in his 30s. And I know that he was getting over a sickness, but God, that is a bad look. People into Magic Buzz. Yeah, died suddenly. That's keep my opinion to myself there. But that's definitely pretty fucked. Saw him live. He was awesome. Cage match versus Daniel Bryan. The whole arena was into his walkout. Bray has been dealing with some sort of illness for a while. Yeah, I did see that. And I did read about that he had some sort of incident that he was dealing with, but the recovery seemed possible. And there was something, at least from what I was reading, that it was something that was manageable and he was going to make a comeback. But 36, oh, God. Shit. That is fucked. Meanwhile, you have fucking 64-year-old Sting out here, years of coking and drinking, and he's out here throwing himself on people to this day. So 36, gotta tell you, good time as ever to remind you as to what you have in life. Life is precious. It doesn't matter if you're 33, doesn't matter if you're 36, doesn't matter if you're 79, 52. You gotta enjoy the time you have. right? And enjoy, your friendships, enjoy your relationships, enjoy your family, because you never know. You never know. And it might not be something that's health related. It might just be a sudden, impactful incident. But Ric Flair's still alive. What a bummer. God, man, what a fucking bummer to this stream. I don't feel like doing the rest of this just because of that. That's fucked. For such a young guy to fucking pass away in the peak of his career, essentially. He was champion, but, he was in the midst of coming back. So that is fucking rough. Of course, you have to explain Bray Wyatt. His name is Wyndham Rotunda. He's a professional wrestler for a while. Had a startup through, I believe, the developmental in WWE and made his way up there. And again, a 36-year-old to die at that age is pretty fucked. Magic Buzz. Oh, boy. Magic Buzz dropping the heat. Yeah, I also heard that hot showers cause heart attacks. Hogan was on a podcast with Joe Rogan. Yeah, I saw that one recently. Whoa. What a bummer, my friends. That is definitely one that put a stamp on this particular podcast. Just anytime you see about a character like that passing away. Now, Terry Funk was one that was, okay, I get it, Terry Funk. But Bray Wyatt, so young. His brother, too, was young. Sheesh, boy. So I guess we'll end it there, man. What a fucking morbid way to end the podcast. What a morbid way to have this be the end. But don't really feel like it, right? Especially after that. Don't really want to keep doing it with a morbid thought, even though you don't know the guy, but you still watch him on TV. You still see the career, and oh God, not gonna put me in a good mood to do the rest of this bad boy. And I don't want to make it about me, but oof. I love during the early Wyatt, the crowd would chant Husky Harris. Yeah, I fucking hated it. I hate wrestling fans. You think Magic fans are awful? Wrestling fans are just the worst. They're atrocious. These guys are disgusting. They think they know everything. Just watch the match. Enjoy it. Go to the show and enjoy these two athletes putting on this performance for you. Don't be there like, oh, it sucks that they didn't put him over. They should have put the strap on him. Like, shut up. God, on Twitter, I responded to this idiot who was talking about Matt Hardy. And he goes, Matt Hardy hangs off the rope more than Andre did. I'm like, hey, buddy. And I put a picture of Fat Bastard from Austin Powers making a reference to wrestling fans. Essentially just, that guy sucks, while gorging themselves on Haagen-Dazs. Shut up. He, him, and his fucking bio, idiot. But that's the stream, guys. Sorry to end it on such a sour note or morbid, but you really don't feel like streaming or being humorous after something like that. I guess R.I.P. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. As I mentioned before, some good advice is, to cherish the time that you have, because you don't know. You really don't. And it's a shame. And you don't want to be there at, 33, 34, and looking back, having sort of regrets as to things you did because you didn't decide to call this person or say hi to this guy. So pretty rough. But apart from that, hope to see you guys on the next one. On Sunday, I might do a dedicated Magic stream. Dedicated Magic stream. And if you guys have any suggestions for people that you'd like to see me do a Magic podcast specifically with, leave it in the comment section below. And I'll reach out to them and see who I should do one, because I think that would be something people would be interested in. Apart from that, Nancy Pelosi is doing insider trading.